East Coast Reflector for December the 12th, 2025. My name is Carlos, N1CBM, and along with Sal, W2SAL, as my co-moderator, we have Vicky on the logs, K8VKY, keeping us straight. And I have to offer you the bestest and greatest 3-net controllers that the ECR has to offer. Miss River, KR4GIP, she'll take the first slot. Ivan, KE2EGF, he'll take the second slot. And Grayson, KG4BUT, you all know him. He's going to... For tonight, the question is, do you bake your Christmas cookies? Do you bake your Christmas cookies? You can add anything you like to the comment. We're looking for, in this net, we're going to spice it up a little bit. Tone it down from the speed on the check-ins, but we're going to spice it up with comments back from the users, from the ham who are checking in into the net. You want to jump over all the pile-ups? It's available on 716-317-9050, or if you fancy the email way, you can send it to text@ecr.radio. Just put your call sign in the body or the title of the email, and Miss Vicky will do the right thing and put you on the logs. Once again, the question of the night, do you bake your Christmas cookies? And we're looking for the fellow ham members who are checking into the net to talk back to the kids and ask questions. You can ask a question back to the kid. With that being said, we're going to do the first round of check-ins. Mobile check-ins for the Youth Net number 139. Come in now with your call signs twice and slow.
Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK, short time mobile tonight.
All right, any other mobiles here for the Youth Net on the number 139?
Kilo 2 Alpha Papa. Kilo 2 Alpha Papa. Good evening to them.
Foxtrot 6, Hotel Delta Juliet. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Hotel Delta Juliet.
November 5, Mike X-Ray India. M5 MXI. David and Corpus Christi. In and out, please.
This is N3 Lima Lima Yankee. November 3 Lima Lima Yankee. Glen in Glen Burnie, Maryland. I am in and out, please.
Alrighty then, I'm going to take this list up here, and I got from the bottom up, N3LLY, Glenn, he was in and out, thanks for waving a hand, N5 MXI, David, also in and out, thank you for dropping by, KF6HDJ, Brent from Pensacola, Florida, K2AP, Joe from Islip, New York, KQ4ORK, Barry, I know you're short time, we'll come back to you first, N6ZAR, KE8 SMN, N2ZBN, W2SAL, KQ8U, W2RBC, and WB8ODF. Dave, your number first on the check-ins here, but we're going to take ORK first. I'm going to send it now to River. River's going to be manning the first slot on the Youth Net number 139. River, this is Carlos, N1CBM, you have it.
Alright, thank you, Carlos. Next up, we have KQ4ORK. A pop.
Good evening, River, everybody on the Youth Net. Thanks for jumping me in there. I was late to getting in. Unfortunately, I did not hear the question. Can I get the question again from you? That's my question back to net control that they said we could do. That's all I caught.
Alright, the question of the night is, do you bake Christmas cookies? KQ4ORK, you have it.
I appreciate the update. I most certainly do. I cook cookies all year round, so I especially enjoy Christmas cookies. I cook them for myself and pass around. Really glad I got to be able to jump in the Youth Net tonight. I have a company Christmas party. I ran out just to check in. So appreciate the getting me to the top of the list. 73, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa to everybody. Happy holidays. 73 and back to net control. KQ4 ORK in the mobile.
Alright, thank you for coming. If you have a question for me, or had a question for me, I did not get it. If you have a question for me, you can come back now.
Well, River, I appreciate the opportunity, but restating the question, I'll take that as my question. Have a great evening. Thanks again. KQ4 ORK, clear.
Next up, we have WB8ODF, Dave in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Well, good evening, River, Ivan, Grayson, and of course Carlos. Thanks for doing the Youth Net. I do not bake anything. And I'm not really a cookie eater. But my question to you would be, what is your number one present you want this year for Christmas? WB8ODF.
Alright, thank you for coming. And my number one thing on my Christmas wish list is a laptop. Thank you for coming. Next up, we have W2RBC, Randy in West Seneca, New York.
Good evening, River, Ivan, Grayson, and everyone on the Youth Net. Yes, I bake several types of Christmas cookies for the holiday season. Peanut butter drop cookies are usually my favorite. River, my question to you is, what is your favorite cookie? Merry Christmas to everyone. Back to net control. 73 to all. 2 RBC.
My favorite cookie would be, I think chocolate chip cookies. They're a classic, and they are so delicious. Thank you for coming. Next up, we have KQ8U, Bob in Ecorse, Michigan.
Good evening, River, and all on the Youth Net. I don't bake the cookies. My girlfriend bakes the cookies, and I eat them. I'd probably set the house on fire if I mess with that oven. I only have a question. You looking forward to the holidays? Over?
Alright, I did not get if you asked me a question, but if you did, then, I think it was, do I look forward to the holidays? And yes, I do. Next up, we have W2SAL, Sal in Cheektowaga, New York.
River. To answer your question, do we bake Christmas cookies? Yes, and we'll start those next week. With that, my question to you is, do you and your friends go around the neighborhood singing Christmas carols?
Well, I do not do it with my friends, but I do it with my family. And I guess they are kind of my friends. But thank you for coming. Next up, we have N2ZZN, Alan in Kendall, New York. Hopefully with Maddie.
Hi, good evening, River. Had to wait for the ID and all that stuff to finish before I could transmit. And I'm going to put Maddie down for the answer, but I have questions for you too. So here's Maddie.
Last we make gingerbread cookies.
Yep, Maddie says gingerbread cookies, and they are my absolute favorite. But it's a whole family adventure. Mama and Maddie make the dough. I roll it out, Maddie cuts it out, and well, we all watch and wait for them to be done and see who can be the first one to taste them. So, and my question for you is, do you like your Christmas cookies decorated or undecorated? I like my gingerbread cookies. Over to you, and thank you for doing that. And to ZVN, back to net control.
Alright, well, I like decorating my cookies, and I also like eating them, so yes, I guess I do like decorating them. Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have KEHSMN, Jeff in Rochester Hills, Michigan.
Good evening, River, and everyone on the Youth Net. This is KE8SMN. I don't make cookies. My wife does. And my question to you is, did you and your family put Christmas decorations in your yard this year? KE8SMN, back to net.
Well, we did some lights, and we put lots of wreaths up, but we didn't put anything in our yard, but yeah, thank you for coming. Next up we have N6ZAR, Scott in Eastvale, California.
Good evening, River, and everybody else on the net tonight. Yes, we do bake our cookies. I really like the way the house smells after the cookies are finished baking. My question to you, River, is what is your best part of Christmas dinner? What do you enjoy eating the most? N6ZAR, back to you.
Well, we don't usually do a Christmas dinner, but I think for this year we're gonna try some goose. But we'll have to see. So I'm not really sure what my favorite part is about that, because we don't normally have it. So I guess that's my answer. Next up we have K2AP, Joe in East, Islip, New York.
Yeah, this is Joe, K2AP, in East Islip, that's actually like Islip, New York. And, if I bake cookies would poison everybody, so I don't. My daughters make wonderful cookies, so does my wife. My question is, do you have any ornaments on your tree? If you're putting up a Christmas tree, do you have any ornaments with your call sign up? So I have a special ornament I do one every year with my call sign. It just says K2AD in red letters. So that's not it for me. So K2AD, back to them. And thanks for doing a great job. K2AD, back to them.
All right, thank you for clearing up that pronunciation for me. I didn't have my tree up yet. We kind of wait till the last minute to put it up and start decorating it. So I don't have any ornaments on it yet. But yeah, we wait till the last minute. Next up we have K6HDJ Brent in Pensacola, Florida.
9/1991.
Well, good evening, River and Vicky. And Vicky, I'm keeping my wings warm. To the question, I love baking. I bake a lot of bread. I've never really baked cookies, so that would be a great idea. Make myself a nice batch of soft oatmeal cookies. I think I will have to try that this Christmas. And I don't have any questions for you this time. Maybe next week. Back to net control. KF6HDJ, thanks for the net.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have KE2 Mark in Alma, New York.
Good evening. The question I'm going to pose to you is, you had mentioned you like to decorate cookies. Do you know or hand pipe your cookies for frosting? And answering the question, do I bake my own Christmas cookies? I do not. My wife, her 4 sisters, and sister-in-laws, and daughter, and cousins, they make tons and tons of cookies. Have a great evening and a great Christmas, River. KE2EDS.
Yeah, when I do decorate my cookies, my mom makes buttercream frosting, and we use piping bag to pipe it onto the cookies. Thank you for coming. Next up we have N6DQD Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, N3DQD here. I was waiting for my ID to finish up. Good evening, River, and to Ivan and Grayson and everybody else in the Zoom room. No, I do not bake cookies. We do get quite a few cookies shared with us, and I usually share soups with the people on our hallway here in the apartment building. So it's kind of a mutual sharing, but I'm not a baker. And so let's see. My question to you is, it's like to get the chocolate chip cookies right off of the cookie sheet and eat them when they're warm. Is that something you do when you're baking cookies at home?
Oh yeah, we do that. Next up we have N5RTC Terry in Austin, Texas.
GMT, that's my story. Hi, River, Ivan, Grayson, everybody on the net this evening. I do not bake, so my answer is no. And River, my question for you is, who's more difficult to shop for,
your mom or your dad, and why? N5 RTC, back to net control.
Those are very difficult to shop for because they don't really give you a straight answer as to what they might want. It's very hard to shop for them. But if I had to choose, it would probably be my dad, because my mom likes plants, and that's kind of easy to get. So, yeah, that's my answer to your question. I'm going to hand it to Carlos to get some more check-ins because, and I'm going to end my turn. My time's up. And, so this is KR4 GIP.
Okay, thank you, River. That was a great round of check-ins, the first one. You did great. If you want to take some more, you can just show me your hands up and down in the Zoom room, and I'll send some more. This is Carlos, N1CBM. I'm ready to take more check-ins for the Youth Net number 139. It's going pretty well with you guys asking questions back to the kids. Get to learn, get to know the kids a little bit more. Carlos, N1CBM, as I said earlier, let's go for another round of check-ins. Mobile check-ins. Let's see if there's anybody out there going home. Mobiles, call signs twice and slow, please.
Whiskey 1, Hotel Bravo. W1, GHB. Steve in Richmond, in and out.
Kilo Oscar 4, Whiskey Delta Foxtrot, JO4, WDF, Lee, Mobile, in and out. Kitty 2, VAS, Kilo Delta 2, Victor Alpha Sierra, in and out.
Kilo 6, Gold Bravo Zulu. K6, GBZ, in and out.
3, Whiskey Victor Juliet, Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet.
W2, KJV. W2, KJV.
Keep on getting for general check-ins now. General check-ins for the Youth Net number 139, and get to know the kids and get your question answered too. Carlos, N1CBM, asking for more general check-ins. Come with your call signs twice and slow.
KJ5, MHV, Juliet 5, Mike, Hotel, Victor.
November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo, N1 WEB.
This is Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, ECA PLV, Chris.
KQ4GLY, KQ4GLY, in and out.
W2MEG, Whiskey 2, Mike Echo Golf, Meg, Buffalo, in and out.
Kilo 4 Juliet, Kilo Alpha, K4JKA, Ray, Taylorsville, North Carolina. Kilowatt 4, Juliet Delta Romeo, K4JDR, Ronnie in Raleigh, North Carolina. I will be in and out.
Kilo 4, Papa Juliet Mike, K4 PJM.
For HOA.
AT4VR, Alpha Charlie 4, Bravo Romeo. In and out tonight, please.
Okay, that's a pretty good list right there. Thank you very much all for checking in. I'm going to recognize from the bottom up AC4BR. You are in and out, Brian. Thanks very much for saying hello. KR4HOA on them. We'll be back for you. K4 PJM Perry, Leesburg. K4JR JDR. Ronnie, you are in and out. Thank you. K4 JKA Raymond. W2MEG Meg, thanks for waving a hand. KQ4GLY also in and out, Chris. KV8PLV, another Chris. N1WEB Web. KJ5MHB, Ezekiel. W2KJV Tony. VE3WBJ Bill. K6GBZ. KD2VAS, KO4WDF, and W1GHP. All those four were in and out. Thank you very much for saying hello. I want to send it over now to Mr. Ivan, KE2EGF. He's going to do the second slot of the Youth Net number 130, Cardinals at 1 CBM.
Yeah, thanks, Carlos. All right, first off on the list here, we got Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet, Phil in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. Question tonight is, do you bake Christmas cookies? And do you have a question for me? Down to you. E3WVJ, are you still with us? It seems not. We'll mark in and out, and I guess it's still on there, sadly. Alright, W2KJV, Tony in Homosassa, Florida, please come out.
Well, good evening, Ivan. Good evening, Carlos, and everyone on the Youth Net tonight. This is Tony, W2KJV, and is the question about baking cookies? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, Tony, the question is, do you bake Christmas cookies? And we're doing something fun this time where you get to ask me a question. Down to you.
Thank you for repeating the question. No, I don't bake cookies. My wife does. She does a great job, but I tried once and they were totally unedible. My question to you is, how many of your favorite cookies can you eat at one setting? Back to you, Ivan. This is W2KJB.
Now that's a good question. I like almond butter because those are really good. But I have to have an almond butter version because I'm allergic to peanuts. I also like raspberry thumbprints. Those are also really good. Chocolate chip cookies are really good. Raisins are good. They're all good. That's long story short. I could eat a bunch at one sitting. Like I'm gonna estimate like 40 cookies, depending on the size. Anyways, let's pass them down to, I'd probably also throw up after that, but anyways, let's pass them down to KJ5, MHB, Ezekiel in Cleveland, Texas. Please come now. Kilo, Juliet 5, Mike Hotel Victor, Ezekiel, I'm actually located in Cleveland, Texas right now. I'm actually at a part here. To answer your question, yes, we do bake Christmas cookies. We haven't baked them yet, however. The question for you is, do you have your tree? Yes, I think the question was, do we have our Christmas decorations up? And yes, we do. We got them out in the yard, we got them in the ham shack, and we got them in the house. Did I get the question correct there? Sort of. My question was, do you have your tree up and decorated? Yes, we do. Yeah, that's up and it's all decorated. We still got to put the ribbon on it. We have not done it yet. Kind of fun stuff, but like all the things, you know, you kind of just let it sit, like the projector light outside. Anyways, 73 is Ezekiel. Alright, let's pass on down to N1 WEB Web in Collierville, Tennessee. I think that's how you pronounce it. Down to you.
Thank you, Ivan. Good evening to River and Grayson. And yeah, that's close enough for Collierville. That's a tough one. Yes, we have cookies here. I that cooks them because I don't bake myself. And my question back for you, since you've got a Christmas tree all decorated there, what ornaments do you put on the top of that Christmas tree? N1 WEB, back to Ivan.
Alright, yeah, to answer that, we have a star up at the top of the Christmas tree. It shines bright up there. We used to have a pretty angel, but it broke one time. Ended up and sadly fell. Very beautiful though. It was my mom's grandma's. So what about my great grandma's? But yeah, she passed way before I was born. So yeah, but it was still a really nice angel. But yeah, we have a star now, and it looks pretty good. Anyways, let's pass on down to Kilo 508, Papa Lima Victor, Chris in Nottingham, Michigan. Please come now.
Hello, Ivan. You guys are always doing a great job. I would say yes, I do help bake the cookies. My favorite part is the frosting side of the job. My question to you is there a Christmas gift you've received in the past that you still use or play with today? Thanks for having the hood tonight, KBA.
Well, to answer that, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of board games we've gotten. Let's see here. A lot of stuff in my ham shack was gifted me a year ago for Christmas. I shouldn't say a lot of stuff, but a lot of my soldering equipment was, and I use that frequently. I actually put together a light-up Christmas tree recently. It's very small, but it lights up and the colors and all that. Kind of cool, but yeah. Let's think of some other ones here. There's a whole list. I use most of mine, though. But there is a good amount that I don't really ever use again. But most of them I'll use. Say about 3/4 of it I'll use. And then, you know, there's some stuff that just like, you know, thrown together in a gift bag, and it maybe like clothes that you'll grow out of or something like that. But yeah. Anyways, 7382 there, Chris. Now let's pass on down to Kilo 4. JKA Raymond in Taylorsville, North Carolina. Please come now.
Thank you, Ivan. To answer your question, yes, I do bake cookies. My daughter gives me orders or what her wish list is, and earlier for Thanksgiving I did bread. Now I'm doing gingerbread cookies. So yes, sir, I do all the baking.
Roger that. Ray, do you have a question for me there? All right, we'll pass that down to K4 PJM, Perry in Leesburg, Florida. Please come now.
Well, good evening, Ivan, and River and Grayson. You're all doing a fantastic job. Really appreciate that. We're not baking the Christmas cookies anymore. That tradition has been handed over to our daughter and granddaughter, and they bake the cookies, but I still participate in the eating part. So and decorating, we still do that. I do have a question for you. I'm just curious, and how long have you been interested in ham radio, and how long have you been running the nets? That would be wonderful to know. You're doing a great job. This is K4 PJM. Back to you.
Great question, Perry. I was waiting for someone to ask not related to the Christmas question, but yeah. Let's see here. So, I've been interested in ham radio since February of 2024. I did not get licensed until October of 2024, though. Kind of hard for a kid to get licensed, but once I really got the thought down of what it was pretty easy, and I passed my technician, and then general about a year after, not a year after, like 7 months after, but, yeah, so long story short, that's how long I've been a ham for. I got licensed in October, and then I got on the net a couple of days, not a couple of days, I should say a couple of weeks later, near Thanksgiving, actually Thanksgiving weekend, and I was off of school, so I checked into the morning brew. Yeah, Dick said hi there, and we went over, and he ended up telling me, asked me to run that there, and shortly after, in January, I actually started running it once I had all my equipment. Anyways, with that, let's go down to KR4 HOA Autumn in Clayton, North Carolina. I see you're new to the system. Welcome, and you have no email on your computer side. If you want to add an email, you can get a welcome email. Down to you. KR4 HOA Autumn, are you still with us? Autumn, yeah, it sounds like you're making it through, but just barely. We cannot make you out, sadly. Some of the mark is in and out. You're just barely even keying up the repeater. I think you're trying to get it. Alright, with that, we'll pass back to Carlos. That's actually the end of my slot. So, yeah, back to you, Carlos, and then I'll pass on, or you'll pass on to Grayson.
Okay, good deal, Ivan. That was a great second round of check-ins, everybody there. Just doing the check-ins. Thank you very much. It's been a great net tonight. This is Carlos, N1CBM. We're going to go for the third round of check-ins. But before that, I remind you guys that the text line is open for you to avoid the pileups. Just text your call sign to 716-317-9050, or if you fancy the email way, just send us your call sign at text@ecr.radio. It's text@ecr.radio. Just include your call sign in your in the body of the email or the title, and we'll get you in the logs. The question of the night: do you bake Christmas cookies? And you can ask a question back to the kids. This is Carlos, N1CBM, looking for more check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, come with your call signs twice and slow.
N2BH. K7 FPS. K7 FPS. ATA.
KC1 QPL. KC1 QPL.
Kilo Delta 3 Alpha Juliet November.
Kilo Echo 2 Golf Zulu Yankee KE2 GZY in and out.
KM4CTB, KM4CTB.
Kilo Romeo 4, Hotel Quebec, India. Kilo Romeo 4, Hotel Quebec, India. That's only 7 check-ins there for Grayson. I think we can do a little bit better than that. Let's try to get a few more so we can send it over to Grayson and get to know him a little bit better. And Carlos, N1CBM, looking for general check-ins. Youth Net number 139. Call signs twice and slow, please.
N6QDY, N6QDY.
KD4 RHL. Kilo 1 Delta 4 Romeo Hotel Lima.
Kilo Quebec 4, Kilo Zulu Mike. KQ4 KEZM.
Okay, we'll grab this list here and pass it on to Grayson, but before I'm going to recognize from the bottom up KQ4, KZM Charles, KD4 RHL Ernest, N6 QDY, my pal David from Sacramento, California, KR4 HQY, Stephen, KM4 C Donnie, Jessica, KE2 GZY, you were in and out, thanks for waving a hand. And if you have a valid email, if you correct your email on QR set, the system will generate a welcome letter and send you a nice welcome letter with all the things we do here. KD3HAN, Anna, KC1QPL, John, K7FPS, Fred in Reno, and Bill, N2BH from Palmyra, New York. This is N1CBM. I want to send it over to Grayson, KG4BUT, for the last slot of the Youth Net number 129. Grayson, you have it.
Only thanks, Cole. I just want to let you know that you're cutting out like really badly when you're talking. Like I can like you very choppy. KD3 ATQ in Pennsylvania. You have 8 seconds.